All right, let's go through how to play Railroad Rivals. I've set up for 3 players. The rule book will tell you to play for more. I set up for more. This game has 4 basic phases. We're going to draw and bid for tiles. We're going to draft based on turn order, place tiles out on the board, and then deliver goods. So, how we set up every turn is placing our tiles. We're going to draw 3 stock tiles or 1 per player, and 3 city tiles. This way everyone knows what they're bidding on. Then, this is our turn order. Blue would bid, or blue could take, red would take, and yellow would take. We're going to offer to buy based on points. Yellow has 10 at the start because they're the last player. Red has 8. And then blue, in the first place, has 6. So we'll go round and round, offering different amounts of points. If red wanted to take it by spending as many as they would go, moving that one up, maybe they spent 4. They would move up to here, pushing them back. Yellow would not be touched. So in this case, we'd go in turn order, either taking a stock or a city tile. I'm going to take a stock. Other players would go, taking whatever they wanted. And then finally, I would have to take a city. You have to take what you didn't take the first time around. And then other players take their tiles. From then, we're going to go in the same order, putting down city tiles. So, let's place a city tile. When I place a tile down, I have to match at least 1 railroad type. Here it's the B&O line. And I can put a train on top of that to signify I did that. You also notice the number. That's how many different good tiles we put on there. So it's very important to get the number of goods correct and to make sure you mark your claim. If in future turns you were able to match up multiples, like say, I was able to place this tile on a future turn, and then this one on a second turn, I could mark multiple routes off 1 train tile. For here, we're just going to go through the basics. On a turn, after we've placed our tiles going around in turn order, we then deliver goods. Delivering goods is taking one of these cubes and going from one city through a train to another. The first player every turn to deliver any colored good, regardless of color, scores 3 points. The next player who delivered the same one would get 2 points. And every player beyond that would get 1. So the colors matter. You want to make sure you're able to deliver goods that are different from other people. So once you deliver that good, you then check the color of the train it went through. If it went through your train, that's okay. If it went through anyone else's, like say, I as a red player used a blue player's line, as the first person I would get 3 points, 1, 2, 3, and the blue player would get 2. It doesn't matter if it's the first time we're using that good or the 4th or 5th. The blue player, if I'm using someone else's line, would get 2 points. Lastly, whatever line I went through would move up in the world. So since I went through B&O, B&O would move up on the stock value. That's where these come in at the end of the game. So over the course of the game, as you deliver goods, these stock values go up and up and up. The last thing that will happen is when the city tile is exhausted, you start adding extra stock tiles. When the players have finished placing all of the city tiles, that'll be the last turn. So in addition to where you are in the stock track, or the score track, your stocks will come into play. You can accumulate multiple different versions of each stock. So final scoring will be wherever you are in the score track, as well as the value of each of your stocks. So having multiples, I have 2 B&Os at 4 each. This would be worth 8 points. And The best score after we add up all of our score track and our stock values is the best Railroad Tycoon and Railroad Rivals. All right, so let's go through my thoughts on the game. First and foremost, mechanics. And I like it. It's pretty simple. You know, it's a little bit of bidding. It's a little bit of drafting. Some good stuff. The one thing I kind of wish it was just that half bubble deeper is there was some kind of like specific goals you wanted to do or anything else. But pretty much it's just like I'm going to put a tile and, you know, go across it. So for mechanics, I give it a 4.5. It's not bad. I just need that little bit more to really drive it home. For theme, the theme's there. You've definitely got old-timey artwork. They definitely went into some old rail places. They've got old illustrations for towns. It's pretty cool. But I don't really know much about the railroad companies. I don't know much about the stocks. I don't, like, you're shipping goods and the goods just are kind of random, what's ever going to be on the tiles. So I'd like a bit more. So like give me some background on some stuff. Give me who these people are. So maybe I give it a 4.25. Pretty good, a little bit more. Execution, big chunky tiles make me happy. Wood cubes make me happy. A lot of train meeples. Everything I love. The one thing that drives me right up a wall is there are 3 start tiles, and they are not marked on the back. So they look exactly like any of the other city tiles, and I always have to go through them all. It just annoys me. So 4.9 out of 5. Good. Just change the 3 tiles so I can find them quick. The last part is the rules. Rules, I love the rules. It can get you playing in like 5 minutes, honestly. They meant it as a quick game, and it's a quick game. So I give it a 5 out of 5 there. Pick the rules, read it, and get going. The one tip I have is don't read extra into it. I was trying to figure out, well, does it matter where the cubes go or these things? It doesn't. Just move the cubes. And I was reading this extra layer in that made it far more difficult than it needed to be, and that was on me, not the rules. So overall, I give it a 93%. Great, light game. Plays in under an hour if you know what you're doing. Fast, quick, you know, really good for 3 and above. It'll play less than that, but 3 and above is the sweet spot. I enjoy it getting it to the table. Railroad Rivals by Forbidden Games. I'm Ed from Throat Punch Games at Throat Punch G on Twitter. Throat Punch Games on Facebook and Instagram. Like and subscribe for daily content and contests. Thanks for watching.